We launched a Meta Ads campaign with a proven offer in an industry we are well versed in, and it completely tanked. No leads, zero traction. We only changed 3 things and everything flipped in only 9 days. We increased the performance by over 250% on the exact same ad spend. I'm going to show you exactly what we found, exactly what we did. Let's go. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Robert Shakir. I run 2 agencies, One Click and Legacy. We help businesses create more content, get their online advertising right, and implement AI into their businesses. This campaign that we launched, okay, it's in an industry we're really well versed in. It's actually in the construction space. We launched a campaign and it completely tanks. And what did we do? We didn't freak. We paused everything, pulled all the data from the first 9 days. Here's what we saw. Our reach was 8,765. Impressions were 20,935. We had 143 link clicks. Our click-through rate was 0.68%. Our landing page had 114 views. Our cost per click was $3.30, and we had 0 leads. We got into this point and we're like, okay, if we did start getting leads at this point, the cost per lead would have been completely unsustainable. We completely paused everything, assessed all of the data, reworked the campaign, and we made 3 key changes. The first one was we looked at the creatives. This happens when you work off here, not the numbers, because we've got a lot of experience in this industry. And we lent into a type of creative that we know has worked really, really well. But this is why it matters so much that you focus on the data. We started with statics and videos, but we leaned into the videos because every other campaign we'd run with a similar structured offer in a similar space had worked really well with videos. This time, it just didn't hit. So we flipped the entire creative strategy. Okay, we stopped focusing on the offer. And normally with these types of offers, we would get someone to record a video of them explaining what the offer is. So as simple as that. This is us. This is what the offer is. This is what we're promising. If you want to know more, click the link below. We changed the whole angle of the creative and went from the whole here's our deal type thing to showing before and after images, right? Pure transformation, no pitch, just showing this is what it was like before we worked with the people. This is what it was like after. Instead of saying, this is our offer and this is what we want to do and blah, 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 it was simply a, hey, this is what we do. This was before we did it. This was after we did it. We went from using more than half of the creatives being videos to after we got this working, we ended up with 100% statics. But we ended up flipping the script initially and having about 80% statics. So that was the first thing we did. We changed the creative because based on the numbers that we saw that we weren't getting the level of engagement that we want and the level of engagement that's relevant to the industry. The second thing we did was we tightened the copy, okay? The original version was really long form type copy, trying to explain the offer and how it all works and what we're guaranteeing and blah, blah, blah. So we reduced the copy. We're like, okay, cool. This has got a very low click-through rate. People aren't willing to consume all of this. We cut it down. We made it punchier, made it way easier to read, easier to scan. We found that this worked really well. So after adjusting the copy, changing the call out in the copy was a big part of what we did. We changed the headline. So we changed who we were shouting at in the copy. And then the last aspect we changed was the targeting. Okay, so we went from really, really fine targeting to focusing on people in particular suburbs. We basically broadened the audience just enough and made the copy speak more broadly at the same time as well. We had really specific, direct call outs. Like think super, super niche call outs, and we took it back a step. And we still had call outs because we still want to make sure we're speaking to the right people, but our call outs were just a little bit more broad, right? We may have went from talking to a suburb to talking to a city. And then once we'd adjusted the targeting, we used a lot more creatives initially to get us off the ground. And honestly, the only thing stopping you from finding a winning creative is 2 things. One, it's either your ad spend or it's your willingness to test enough creatives. That's it. There is no such thing as too many creatives. You should be putting out as many creatives as you can and let the system decide what's going to win. Facebook will test it. It will show people. And if it gets really good engagement with a winning creative or a really good creative, it most likely will. It'll then push that one the most, right? Because people think like, oh, Facebook's not letting me. It's like Facebook wants you to win. Facebook wants you to make money. Their whole revenue model is based on advertisers. If people don't advertise, they make no money. They need you to advertise. They need people to stay on the platform, and they need you to spend money on the platform because they've got the eyeballs. If people stopped going on the platform, you would stop spending money on it. So they need you to make money from your advertising. So just to recap, we made those 3 changes. We tweaked the type of creative. We tweaked the copy in the way, in the length of the copy. We made it more concise, more punchy, and changed the call out. And we broadened our audience. So we did 1, 2, 3 main changes. After making those 3 changes, we ran the new version with the exact same amount of ad spend over the exact same period of time. And here's what happened. Our reach went to 14,395. Our impressions went to 26,936. We had 511 link clicks. Our click-through rate went to 1.9%, and our landing page views went to 391. Our cost per click dropped significantly to 93 cents, and we had 4 leads come through the system in that exact same period of time. Same budget, same platform, same offer, same client, just a different execution. That made all the difference in the world. So here's the takeaway. If your campaign isn't working, it might not be the offer. It might not be the algorithm. It's almost always your creative and your targeting. You got to look at the numbers, tweak the angle, and don't be afraid to pivot fast. Most people are too scared to turn off a campaign, or most people turn off a campaign too early. My rule is this. If this is getting to the point where even if it started turning over now, it still wouldn't be worth it, that's when we turn it off, okay? I don't let it go too far in the sense of like, even if it started turning over 2 weeks ago, we still wouldn't be worth it and we're still running the ad, no. But if it's like getting to the point where it's like, hey man, like these, even if it started working tomorrow or today, even just started working right now and 2 leads came through, like this would still be really expensive. If you want to see exactly how we do this, how we run campaigns like this, how we test, build, and scale them, we show you all of it inside our online community. It's 100% free. It's called the CMO Playbook. We share everything we do in our agencies. We break down exactly how we run our businesses, how we work with our clients, how we approach campaigns. No fluff, just the real thing. More case studies just like this inside. You can click the link below and join and get access. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and until the next video,